Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, the Lions hold on and beat the Seahawks. Yes, the Lions hold on and beat the Seahawks 42-29. Jared Goff was a perfect 18 of 18, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns. St. Brown threw a touchdown pass to Jared Goff. So on the night, they were 19 of 19 for 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. They ran the ball extremely well, considering they didn't have a lot of plays.
No.
Seattle had over 30 more plays than they actually ran, Ocho. But the plays that they did run, they made them count. They don't count the plays, make the plays count. And the Lions do an unbelievable job. Gibbs, 14 of 78, 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 12 of 40, 1 touchdown. 28 rushes, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Can't get better than that. They had 3 touchdown passing, 3 touchdown rushing, as they hold on to beat the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith was 38 of 56, 395, 1 touchdown and an interception. He was sacked 3 times. Kenneth Walker III, 12 carries, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. Geno had 5 carries for 36 yards, and Zach Charbonnet had 2 for 15, 19 rushes, 133. Damn it, DK, I needed you to get in the end zone for my parlay hit. They put him down at the edge. I thought that was a touchdown to score. I thought it was too, because I thought his elbow hit down
over the line.
Yeah. But the Lions win, Ocho. The Lions offense, they can run it. They can throw it. They got a lot of receivers. Jameson Williams. They got obviously St. Brown. Tim Patrick's there now. Man, they Laporta. The backs can catch it out of the backfield. Detroit is to be dealt with. I mean, because their offense gonna put a lot of pressure on you now. The thing that concern me about them is their defense give up a lot of plays.
Most definitely. We got to talk to somebody. Got to talk to Terry Arnold. All the holding calls, all the penalties. Use your hands at the beginning, but once they pass 5 yards, you got to play with your eyes and feet, baby. You got to play with your eyes and feet. Understand the game, read the game based on the receiver's lineman. If you want to be up there, press. If you miss, just ride the hip. Stop being so handsy, so you stop getting some of those calls. Now, I think one of the reasons that Detroit was able to win this game, for one, the interception Geno threw. Then the fumble by Decaf, if I'm not mistaken, those were points that the Detroit Lions scored on. I might be wrong. I might be mistaken. But the game was so good because each offense was very efficient. They were very efficient. Yes. They were back to back when it comes to scoring, and these are 2 offenses that can damn near score from anywhere. Detroit is so good at being able to run the ball. It makes, when it's time to throw, it makes it that much easier for them. It makes it that much easier. But I think the difference in the game was those got that interception and that fumble. It kind of made everything lopsided, because then Detroit was able to score on those 2 possessions when they.
Because if you're already down, Ocho, you can't turn the ball over. You're already down, because you're already down. So now you allow somebody to still take a possession away from you, and so now you don't get points unless you can turn points to on their possessions. You're behind the 8 ball. The Seattle was 5 or 10 on 3rd down. Detroit was 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Seattle was 1 of 2 on 4th down. Detroit didn't have any. Detroit ran 50 total plays. Seattle ran 78 total plays. Seattle had 516 of total yards. Detroit had 389. Both had 11 drives. Yards per pass, Detroit averaged 12.4 yards per pass. Seattle averaged 6.5. Penalties, Ocho. Detroit had 12 for 101. Seattle had 9 for 70. See, Ocho, this is why I can't coach. This is why. Carlton Davis 3 times gave up contain, and tell the people at home what happened, Ocho.
He got it.
Twice they scored. Yeah. Kenneth Walker, he has contained.
Yeah, you got to shoot.
You got to
shoot him back inside to everybody else.
How many times you think AG went over that with him? Okay, you got contained on this. He goes into the line right there. All you got to do, you contain. Now you got a 2-yard loss. It's second and goal. You get caught down inside, he bounces it, touchdown. The same thing happened again on the 20-plus yard touchdown run. He get caught down inside, and then he gonna hit his hand like, no, yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, you effed up. You absolutely effed up. And then again, on a run, he got caught down inside. Bro, you have contained, but you jipping and jabbing with the referee. Bro, you got contained. That's your job. You got one responsibility. It's the one time, guess what, Ocho? You ain't got no pass coverage responsibility. You got contained. If that guy starts your way and reverses field, you done your job. As long as you don't let him get the edge, you've done your job. Yeah, I mean, he tried to do somebody else's job.
Yeah, and listen, when they watch film, they're gonna let him know. And then Carlton knows that. Carlton is a veteran. He's a veteran. Listen, you got to flush that back inside to your help. Flush it back inside to your help. You don't want to be in a foot race with Kenneth Walker going around that corner any goddamn way. Make your job easy. Make it easy for yourself.
I was like, Lord, see, but this is why I can't coach, Ocho. I'll lose my mind. Because how many times you think they went over that during the course of the week?
Forget about going over it through the course of the week. How many years you think you've been practicing it, knowing in that corner that you have to contain the outside and flush whatever's coming your way back inside to your help? Like, goddamn, you learn that in Pee Wee football.
It's like if you're a linebacker, they call it setting the edge. You never let your upfield shoulder get turned. If you ride him all the way to the sideline, if I keep my upfield shoulder, Ocho, if I keep it square to the line and he can't get outside, I've done my job. I don't give a damn what he going to C, he going to B, he going to A. I don't give a damn. That's not my responsibility. I have the edge. I've got to set it.
Yeah. Same thing with the DN.
You got one, Ocho. You got one responsibility. Right. You ain't got no pass coverage. You ain't got no A gap. You got no B gap. You got no C gap responsibility. All you have to do is you got contained. Don't let him bounce outside. If he doesn't bounce outside, son, you done your job. I can't ask you to do anything else.
Hey, listen. Even with the mistakes, they won the game tonight.
See, you see what did Coach Saban say on football? He say when you play poorly and you win, that's the kiss of death. Never accept anything in a win. You wasn't in a loss.
But listen, that's the first thing. That's the first thing Coach gonna tell him now. The first thing Coach gonna tell him, we won the game. At the end of the day, it's about winning the game. I understand Coach Saban's quote about it being the kiss of death. But when Dan go in there and talk, listen, we lost to the Seahawks the last 6 times we met. The last 6 times we played the Seahawks, we lost. Tonight, we won the game. Now, are there things that we need to clean up? Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think, and the thing is, like Prime said last night, when he talked, they played North Dakota State, and everybody like, man, he said, yeah. He said, yeah, we want to win, but it's got to be more than winning, especially because a standard has been established. The standard is the standard. We play to a level, not the scoreboard. If we play to the level that we know we can play, the scoreboard will be reflective of that. That's what, man, it's Ocho, it's just really hard to explain to people when you understand what your purpose is and what you're trying to accomplish. And people that don't live their life like that and don't adhere to that, they don't get it, Ocho. They really don't. They really don't. They really don't. And it's hard. I mean, I would look like sit and have a conversation to be on a panel with Tom Brady, or to be on a panel with Peyton Manning, or to be on a panel with Ray, and guys that get it, to understand what winning is about and what it takes to win. Because you don't win. See, people think you win the game on Sunday. You win the game Monday through Saturday. That's when the game is won. You just actually play the game on Sunday, but that's not when the game is won. And people don't understand that. And it's,
you know what the funny thing about it?
All right.
Before you go on, when you think about it, even though it's a game of football and people might not understand it, but you can relate to the people if you kind of explain it to them in their way, in the different facets of life in which they have to do their job. And you got to do your job the right way, because you can't cut no corners.
It needs to be a situation where you work at Google, you work at Apple, where you're trying to produce something and you on a timeline. I mean, if you just go, you go punch a clock, and I get it, and I don't want to minimize anybody's job, but I think the thing is, Ocho, like an Apple or something like that, a computer analyst or something that requires that. Bro, if you don't get the job done, they're gonna get you.
Most definitely, most definitely. That goes for all jobs, not just for Google and Apple. Even on a smaller scale, if you ain't getting the job done the right way and you're trying to cut corners.
But see, the thing is, Ocho, like if I work if I'm working at a fast food restaurant, I don't care if I sell more burgers than the other my competitor. That's not the same. I'm here to get my $15, $20 an hour, and I'm gonna get up out of here. But when I'm in competition, then you need to be in competition to understand it, to feel that. And so hopefully people understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to minimize anybody's job, but when you're in competition and you're trying to accomplish something, then you get it. Exactly what I'm saying. The Lions improved to 3-1. They head into their bye week. Damn, I would hate to have a bye week this early, Ocho, and come back and have 13 games left. I need to have my bye week in the middle of the season. I need I get the first 8, I come back, I got 9. Or I have, I go 8, 9 weeks, and then when I come back, I got 7, 8 games. Man, I ain't 13 games in a row.
That's crazy. And the funny thing about it, it doesn't give the players any time to rest. And if you have any injuries, I'm not sure what the Lions it's the Lions that got the bye week, right?
Lions.
I'm not sure what their injury status is right now. But if some of their important players are hurt or injured, this is good for them to be able to have that bye week. And hopefully with those next 13 weeks to go, you hope everybody can stay healthy and make that run for the important half of the season after things goddamn given.
Yeah. But the Lions head into their bye week, Ocho, 3-1. They score 42 points, 42-29 over the Seattle Seahawks. Like you said, they head into their bye week 3-1. They get some much needed R&R. But hell, Ocho, I just started. The season ain't but a month old.
Right. Listen, the fact that you just said the season only a month old, do you know how many injuries we have?
Oh, yeah.
Just in general. I mean, throughout the league in its totality. And I'm not talking about significant injuries. I'm talking about just soft tissue, ankle here, but just stuff where you just out. You're just missing time because of, for whatever reason. I know injuries happen, but like it's just the number is absurd on how many people are hurt, and we only in week 3 or we in week 4. It makes no sense.
Imagine what it's gonna be like in week 8. Imagine what it's gonna be like in week 12. That's what I want my bye week. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ocho. I'm gonna gut it up. It's like, hey, because I need something to look on the horizon to. Like, yeah, man, we got that bye week coming up in 3 weeks. We got that bye week coming up in a month. Your bye week gone. What you looking forward to? Oh, I hope we get the number 1 seed and get the bye week in January. Right. You still got October, November, and December before you even think about a bye week. Maybe they go to 18 games, Ocho, and they get 2 bye weeks.
They would have to do that. They wouldn't have a choice.